South Carolina could lose more than $1 million in federal funding if it doesn't comply with a new order from the Trump administration. State House reporter Mary Green has the latest details.
The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recently sent letters to 40 states, including South Carolina. It warns them they have 2 months to remove certain information from federally funded sex education material available through a program called PrEP. The federal program is aimed at reducing teen pregnancies and sexually transmitted infection rates, and it's targeted towards specific groups of kids and teens, including those who are homeless, in foster care, and live in areas with high teen birth rates. The federal government has flagged certain portions of this material available in South Carolina and most other states for containing gender ideology content. For example, in South Carolina's materials, it takes issue with program facilitators being encouraged to ask students their pronouns to create a safe space for transgender or gender nonconforming youth, or defining terms like gender identity, gender expression, and sex assigned at birth. If South Carolina doesn't remove this language, it could lose more than $1.5 million in federal funding.
The things they describe there really got no business being in these books. Somebody's gone crazy somewhere trying to put all this stuff. I think the Trump administration has done a big favor by going through these materials and finding these things and calling it to everyone's attention.
The letter is addressed to the South Carolina Department of Public Health, which says it is not responsible for choosing these materials. DPH tells us it distributes federal money earmarked for the PrEP program to 6 organizations across the state that work with kids and teens. None of them are schools. The ACLU of South Carolina says it's concerned with this order.
The materials that the government wants to remove don't just talk about transgender people. They talk about diversity of all kinds, including diversity in who we are and who we love. Denying that diversity exists isn't preparing students for the real world where they will meet all different kinds of people.
The South Carolina Department of Public Health said this material had previously been approved by the federal government, but that once it got this new letter, it immediately began working to make the requested changes. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.